All right. We are back. We have just procured the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. We have made it through Mass Effect 1 in a very defined and very unusual choice for myself. I have chosen to play a Commander Shepard that goes against every natural instinct of decision making that I would normally have. So I am going full hard stop Renegade in all possible options. And let me tell you, it's been hilarious. It is absolutely hilarious. I love it. I can't wait, however, because Mass Effect 1, it feels very, very reserved in its Renegade hilarity. I know a little bit about some of the shenanigans for Renegade Shepard in 2 and 3, and I'm very excited. Naturally, this will be a spoiler-filled stream. So for those of you who have yet to finish Mass Effect 1 and 2 in particular, I'm telling you right now, I will be spoiling the shit out of those in particular. And I'll probably be talking a little bit about 3 as well, but more about gameplay than anything else. I feel like, at this point, if you haven't played through the whole 3 games, probably wouldn't want to watch a stream of someone play Mass Effect 2 right out the gate. That said, let's get us going. Have just pulled up chat, only to discover that I need to charge the device that has chat pulled up. And we're good. Okay. Hello, everyone. All one of you. Alright, we're just gonna get right in there because I already used all of these dialogue options.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Get me into
Depends
this
where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there?
Come in,
Hello?
Spike.
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get her out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
Let's get out of here.
No time.
You bet. We can get into the service tunnels through this door.
No time for the exposition. Only shoot bangs.
Log update. The Lazarus project is about to enter the final phase. It's taken nearly 2 years, but we did it.
Alright, so I have chosen Barrier. For my bonus power, I have chosen to walk the solitary path of a Vanguard. This will be my 3rd Shepard playthrough, my first as a FemShep, my first going down the full Renegade path, and my first Biotic.
Damn it, Wilson.
And my first playthrough on Insanity as well. I would like to just cement that for all my fellow tryhards out here. Let's just pull up the options. Untouched. I'm ready. Ready to be sweaty. Renee-gade, shoot.
Find us another route out of here.
Oh God, they found me. Help!
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B. Hurry! They're out of control.
I'm sorry, Wilson.
I'm hit. They shot me.
Alright, let's get that barrier up. And go, go, go.
Shepard, down here!
Oh, goddamn.
Bastards got me in the leg.
What's up, Steve?
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some Medi-gel in the
guess
first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Medi-gel from the first aid station on the wall.
Yes, Steve. It's so weird hearing him, like, using this much of his like,
Wilson's
normal
hurt bad.
voice,
He needs help.
just right out the gate. Get up. Alright, we just
Thanks,
rebooted.
Shepard.
We're rebooting Cowboy
thought you'd
Bebop
save my
and
life.
Mass Effect in the same
Guess that
franchise.
makes
Let's
us
go.
even now. I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried
Cerberus
the
is
whole
really
system.
working on their
Completely irreversible.
on
We
their
didn't ask
science
what you were doing.
fiction.
Why do you even have
Series.
security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
I don't
Always.
care who set up who. Those mechs are shooting
Renegade
at all of us. We'll sort
all
it out later.
times.
We need to find Miranda first. We can't just leave her behind.
My face is going to
Forget
be
about
a
Miranda.
horrifying
She was over
mess
in D-Wing.
by the time
mechs
this game
were all
is
over
over.
that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations.
Yeah.
She's either dead or she's a traitor.
Haven't known her long enough to trust her.
This
Yep.
project is
That's
Miranda's
true.
baby.
That's
She'd
actually
never
too true.
sabotage it.
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor, but that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not.
Sure.
We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay
All
is
valid
only
points.
a few. We can overload the canisters and clear a path to the shuttles.
Mechs don't know when to quit.
That's it. Let's get out of here.
Okay, we took him down, but this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
Absolutely
Really isn't
not.
the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if she's
Definitely
expecting a
not
shot
now.
in the back.
If you want to
What?
piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's
Never
funded and
heard.
controlled by Cerberus.
You told me you were with the Alliance. I don't like being played for a sucker.
I didn't lie to you, Commander. I was with the Alliance before I joined Cerberus. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too, but right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what.
Yes, I have
Once we're off
decided
the station,
to
I'll take you to
keep
the elusive
my
man.
Mass Effect 1
He'll
in
explain
port.
everything. I
I am,
promise.
I am moving forward with these awkward eyebrows no matter what.
Elusive man. Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah, that's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he
Really?
really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
I don't care what his name is. He just needs to answer my questions. All of them.
He spent a lot of money and time bringing you back. I'm sure he'll be more than happy to tell you whatever you want.
They've seen us.
Taking cover! Got a line!
Oh yeah. Glorious. I love a good biotic charge. Alright boys, let's get it.
Going to ground!
Distance is not ideal.
get a... Can't target.
Why is it not working? Maybe if I click it?
Careful. Can't get a lock. Rerouting power.
What's going on with my biotic charge here? That's weird.
Test subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Oh yeah. Got some Medi-gel back, very nice. More salvage, excellent. Credits, give me everything. Am I going the right way? I sure hope so. Just have taken away this barrier by the second. Yeah, that's refreshing. I don't hate that. Alright. Ah, here we go.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Wow.
Dead?
Good first impressions
What
already.
the hell are you doing?
Very good first
My job.
impressions.
Wilson betrayed us all.
You should have taken him alive. See what he knew.
Too risky.
Coming
I've
from
put
her,
too much
that's
time and
hilarious.
effort bringing you back to life to let you get killed now.
You really think Wilson's capable of that?
Not anymore.
I had a feeling Wilson was just looking for a chance to shoot me in the back.
Good instincts. Some people are far too trusting to ever see that coming. Come on, let's grab this shuttle and get out of here. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get her to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Yeah.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus.
Terrific bureaucracy
Obviously, he
already.
has some kind of plan for you.
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life, Wilson figured out I was helping you and he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
Not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on.
Yep, keep it short. Don't need to always use every option. Especially on Cerberus bastards. Oh man. Did I enjoy putting down these sons of bitches?
Before you
in
meet
Mass
with the
Effect
elusive
1?
man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Y'all
Come
got
on,
some work to
Miranda,
do
more
to impress
tests?
me.
Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
This is a waste of time. I feel as good as ever.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start
Face
with
is
personal
literally
history.
falling
Okay.
apart by the second.
Records show you grew up on
My
Earth.
head is
Tough
fine.
environment, no parents. You enlisted and led troops during some heavy fighting, most notably on Torfin.
Oh,
Do you remember taking on some Batarian slavers?
Those bastards were dug in deep in a fortified bunker. I sent a lot of good soldiers to their deaths. That's how it had to be.
You got the job done. That's all that matters. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning
Ice
facility.
Queen versus Ice
You had to
Queen.
leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Lieutenant Caden Alenko was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave him behind?
Being in command means that sometimes you give orders knowing that your people are gonna die.
Yep.
That can't affect your decisions. Caden
Caden
gave his
has
life
gotta
for the
be the
rest of the
one,
team.
100%.
Without him, I couldn't have stopped Saren. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander, and I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
Shepard,
100%.
think back to the Citadel. After the
Preach.
Council died on the Destiny Ascension, and you killed Saren. What happened next?
Well, technically what really happened next is I said, let someone else figure it out. I don't give a fuck. So, I'm pretty sure that means...
With the Council dead, humanity stepped into power. We formed a new council.
Yeah.
I recommended Ambassador Udina to lead it.
Yes, Ambassador Udina is now Councillor Udina. He's done an admirable job of representing humanity's interests.
Not sure he's done enough for humanity, but I guess that's politics for you.
Your memory seems solid. There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes.
Yeah, give me the guns.
Memories are there.
Where's my
And I can
shoddy?
vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I've been
I
waiting to
suppose you're
biotic
right.
charge someone with a
We'll
shotgun
have to hope
for
the elusive
so
man
long.
accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
I've been playing enough Mass Effect multiplayer to know, have a pretty good basic grasp of how Vanguard works, and I'm very excited to get in here. Because if I could handle
elusive man is waiting
that
for you in the
nonsense
other
from
room.
Mass Effect 3 on its crazy difficulty levels, I could probably handle this game on Insanity.
I wouldn't keep the elusive man waiting.
I would. I'd keep him waiting. I will hang up on him. I will treat him just like I treated the Council. Listen, Renegade Shepard has 2 missions. Take every Renegade option possible, every time, no matter what, or disconnect from the Council at every time, no matter what. Now, if that means changing the Council to the elusive man, I'll do what must be done. But from my memory serves correctly, the elusive man was quite persuasive to Renegade's agendas. Sorry, to Renee-gade's agendas. I gotta pronounce it correctly. Renee Shepard over here is very Renegade. I kind of like this, like, low-key Chakwas energy right here, but I'm probably just gonna go for the long coat here. Or maybe the military digs. Yeah, military. Sorry, the Cerberus digs. Alright, now, I don't have the armor components I want yet, but I can break it down to its most basic level. Yes. Perfect. Nailed it. Nailed it in one. Now that is more red. We do like more red. But I think just to start it out, we're just gonna go patternless. Maybe we'll change the pattern color to something red. Perfect. Or should it be the classic red? Because classic red is a solid choice too. Really accentuates the red in Renegade. You know, like whenever that prompt shows up, I'll just fucking red with that stripe right across the face. Yeah, I like it. Oh yeah. Let's go.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Oh, please stop looking down. Apocalypse this. up, Martin Sheen?
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting
I wonder
face
if
to
the real
face.
Martin Sheen can actually
Unnecessary
smoke like
precaution.
that.
Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
You don't know me.
You might be the reason I'm still alive, but that doesn't mean I trust you.
You need to put your personal feelings aside. Humanity is up against the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
This is
Good
right.
to see your memories still intact. How are you feeling?
You need to earn the right to ask me those kinds of questions.
Cerberus isn't as evil
Talk
as you
to him.
believe. You and I are on the same side. We just have different
Really?
methods.
I've seen
Cut
some
to the
shit
chase.
on the
What are the
Cerberus
Reapers
end.
doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing.
Sure.
Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign.
Okay.
You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to
Oh,
act,
he's speaking my
no more
language.
human colonies will be left.
If this is a threat against humanity,
Yeah.
you need to mobilize the
Talk
Alliance.
to him. This is
The
like
Alliance is overwhelmed
not
by
really
the
up for
responsibility you
negotiation.
gave them. They're too busy building relations to put resources into verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy.
yeah.
Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting.
Sure.
Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
Yeah.
You're unique. Not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You
Yeah,
stood
that's
for
right.
humanity at a key moment.
That's right.
You're
Okay.
more than a soldier. You're a symbol.
They're talking my
And
language.
I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
If you're after the Reapers, just point me in the right direction.
Miranda was worried you'd be resistant. She's not usually wrong. I have a shuttle ready to
Nice.
take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
Your conversation can lean to the left if you want to learn more, but when you know it's time to end it, you go to the right. Mass Effect. It is good design though. It certainly is thematically accurate with the whole Renegade Paragon theming.
Is this a volunteer job or am I being volunteered?
Yeah.
You
there we
always
go.
have a choice, Shepard.
Always
If
distrust
you
him.
don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can
He's
part
too
ways.
slimy.
But first,
He's too
go
sneaky.
To Freedom's Progress.
He's got
Find any clues
too
you
much
can.
of a
Who's abducting the
beat
colonies?
for what I want
Do
to
they
hear.
have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
It's a shaky relationship. Level 4. Nice. The squad up. Alright. I mean, I wouldn't be living up to my reputation if I didn't. We gotta get a little more beef in the Renegade tank right out the gate. Gotta be prepared. Oh, my Renegade bar's looking mighty good right now. I'm loving this. This is a healthy Renegade bar right here. Alright, what are we gonna put a point into next? It should probably be charge or barrier. I'm thinking it's gonna be barrier. Yeah. Yeah, the lighting in this game is gonna bug me a lot. I can already tell. Nice. Shepard escaped attack on the facility, along with operatives Taylor and Lawson. Facility destroyed. Salvage teams will ensure no incriminating data survive. No, it's not time. Shepard is back. Let's go, Renegade. You've received the following bonuses. Here we go. For all you doubters, for all of the skeptics, I am importing my level 53 Renegade Shepard. Starting at level 3, earning a total of 130,000 credits. That's pretty solid. 7,000 EZO, 7,000 Iridium, 7,000 Pallies, 7,000 Plats. That's pretty good, having that much Plat right out the gate. And 190 Renegade points, baby. Yes, sir. Oh. I received the following bonuses for having beaten Mass Effect 2. An additional boost to experience. Retain all heavy weapons from previous playthroughs. That's cool. Okay. Additional credits and additional resources. Wow! What? That much? Dude, I'm not even gonna have to try. I'm already stacked for resources. I'm rich! I could become an armchair general in no time. Oh, let's go. Alright, this is probably not gonna be my weapon of choice, but for now it's all I got. Total credits earned, 11k.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
I didn't bring you
Right?
back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive
I
man
believe
says you're
you.
in charge, you're in charge.
But I also don't believe you because I know why the good cop, bad cop routine exists. I've been using it.
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappeared. And we've got no target to go after.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
We're gonna find out who did this and take them down. Nothing gets in our way. Am I clear?
Perfectly, Commander.
Good to have you here, Shepard.
Ice Queen respecting Ice Queen. Let's go. And once I get cryo ammo unlocked, I'll show y'alls why I'm an Ice Queen. Oh yes. Now give me that shotty. Immediately. Do I have a shotty yet? Services provide additional weapons. Which ones? All of them? Let's go. Alright. Let's fire up.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
Huh. I wonder if that is possible to turn off, because that sucks. Nope, so far it does not look like I could disable that horrible camera shaking. Come on, Garrus, I need some calibrations, buddy. VSync is on. Well, it hasn't really been affecting gameplay yet, so I guess that's fine. Film grain, yeah, I like all this stuff on. That stuff's fine. Okay. Well, that's fine. Oh, let's squat up real quick. Forgot that we have points to spend. How do I unlock Slam? Oh, through loyalty. Got it. Alright. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need someone with overload. Probably Warp too. Warp I remember being solid on armor. And it's a detonator, yeah. Yep. Oh, she gives a squad bonus, yeah. I'll do that. I wonder if I really put more points into overload here. What does it do? Weapon overheats. I kind of dig that right out the gate. I dig that for her. Alright, let's definitely put a point in Cerberus Operative. Well, it certainly can't hurt to make him a little tankier. I kind of want to try to focus him into incendiary ammo pretty quickly, though. For that squad bonus. Ooh, Inferno ammo, though. That's right out of Mass Effect 1. Although, I'd say in this game it looks like it has more potential than it did in 1. Nah, let's give him a little biotic synergy with myself. Alright. Salvage. Love me some salvage.
Hear that? Sounds like Fenris mechs.
Strange.
Okay, if they both have armor, then we just... Yeah, let's give you incendiary ammo. Let's warp you.
Security systems were disabled in the other colonies. Excuse me.
Get over here! Stun him!
Rerouting power.
Charge him up!
Please reconsider your aggressive action.
Taking heavy fire!
Oh yeah.
Nice shit!
Oh boy. We're in a hot spot here. Damn. The self-destruct. Not a good start. Let's just ban this right now. That's absolutely not happening. That's absolutely not happening. Sorry, folks, just reporting this nonsense in chat live on stream. Always fun. And for those of you who don't have to deal with this, this is why you get mods. Good riddance. Alright. Next time, have that barrier up and ready before going in those doors.
Hear that? Sounds like sensors.
Strange. Fatal at the other colony.
I've got him!
Impact imminent. Allied force casualty. Collision proximity warning.
Come on.
Make activity.
Well, that's not ideal.
Shoot them before they take.
Oh, wow. Insanity ain't no joke, huh? Shit. Alright.
Hear that? Sounds like sensors.
Strange. Agents were disabled at the other colony.
Impact imminent. Impact imminent.
Make activity.
Jacob. A little slow on that one, weren't you?
Your actions sound like Ben respects.
Security systems were disabled at the other call.
Have a nice trip.
Allied force rerouting power. Requesting assistance.
All right.
Ugh. God damn, this is so aggressive. Oh yeah, that's right, I do have this heavy weapon, don't I?
Your actions sound like Ben respects.
Strange. Systems were disabled at the other colonies.
Rerouting power. Requesting assistance.
Eyes ahead.
Sure.
Shoot them before they get
God, they're just going right after me, huh? Alright, pull him back. Oh, Jacob! Buddy. Pull him away from me.
Gotta hurt.
Impact.
Gun.
Oh my god, there was more? Yo, this is insane. I'm probably gonna have to turn down the difficulty on this. Guess I'm just not hardcore enough.
Your actions sound like Ben respects.
Strange. Security systems were...
Impact imminent.
Damn. This is a lot. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. Okay. I wonder if for that fight we're supposed to fall back. That's probably a good idea.
Your actions sound like Ben respects.
Strange. Security systems were disabled.
Attention right.
Please reconsider your aggressive
shoot them before they take out the shields.
Sorry, Jacob. You get to take the heat this time. Oh my god, there's another one over there, forgot. Nope. This is a mistake. Another barrier. Yeah, let's pull you really quick.
Mother, huh?
collision proximity warning.
Gravity is a mean mother. This is correct.
I've got him.
Alright.
Those
Doable.
mechs shouldn't have been
Very
hostile.
doable. Okay.
They should have recognized
Just about
us as
managing
human.
your,
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight.
managing the
We're not
enemies
alone
that you
here.
gotta deal with. Okay. Alright, incendiary rounds might actually be way more important than I bargained for, huh? Yeah, why not? Comedy Central. Please. Yep. Oh yeah, how is my health right now? Probably fine.
We've been spotted.
Yoink.
Get over here! Through my shit!
Get over here, yes sir. My god, I'm almost dead. That did not take long. And they just all self-destruct too. It's very uncool. Okay. It's a good thing we have this for a minute. Yo,
Stop right there!
that
Praza,
escalated
you said
quickly.
you'd let me handle this. Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... You're alive?
Tali, Zora, you served on my ship. You know what I do to people who threaten me.
Oh my god.
Praza, tell your team to put their weapons away.
Damn it, Tali, this is bullshit! Why would your own commander work for Cerberus?
I don't know. But if this is Shepard, I don't know. Shepard would have a reason.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Cerberus rebuilt me, but I'm not taking their orders. We can discuss the specifics once I know why you're here.
One of our people was here on pilgrimage.
Shepard's in
His
denial.
name was Vitor. We came to find him.
Everyone else is dead. What makes you think Vitor survived?
We saw him when we landed.
Oh well,
You
that's
saw
good
him?
enough.
Then why isn't he with you already?
Yeah, that's
Vitor
interesting.
was injured, and he was always, nervous.
She
Uh-huh.
means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
You should head back to your ship, Tali. We'll let you know when we find Vitor.
Like hell. I'm not letting Cerberus take over.
Neither am I, Praza. I don't want to fight you, Shepard. But I can't just let Cerberus handle this.
Yo.
Besides, we need to work together. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a
Why
path.
do you hate Cerberus?
People really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people,
Oh, really?
infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
Oh.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We
Ouch.
can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. See you on the far side.
Nice. We do need some ammo. But I'm sure we'll find some. Ooh, give me that Renegade. No, that's not good enough. It's not good enough. I need more. More red.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Oh yeah, there are.
Thanks for the warning.
Up.
We'll take care of them.
Are there? Interesting.
I see you, Shepard.
Oh. Does he self-destruct too? No. Very good. Yikes. Understandable. Give me that safe.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of it.
Heads up.
All you do is direct.
Yeah. Easy. Once I paid attention. Alright. Get ready for anything out there.
Use overload on it.
You got it. Yo, that's a lot of damage. Damn, Miranda's down.
Drop.
I would like my Medi-gel.
Yes! Yes!
Nice.
Shepard, Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on. We can still catch them.
I like that Unity is just the new way of doing Medi-gel. It makes way more sense. It is a massively effective change from 1 to 2. I would love that ammo to be over here, though. That's not an effective change, in my opinion. I've missed the overheating. I kind of preferred it, to be honest. Alright, let's grab that barrier. Get ready. Yikes. Yeah, I'll dance. I'll dance.
Here we go.
Oh yeah. Okay. Easy. Easy, Shepard. Where are they? I need that barrier. Oh, I need some cover. Oh, this is bad. Oh god, there's cover. There's no cover. I hate it. Alright, Jacob, I don't know. Attack that one? Shit. Okay. Alright, you know what? Yeah, I guess so. SMG is probably better.
Sure thing.
do not have auto power use.
Drop him. Got him.
God damn, there's so many.
Inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy net. It's tearing Prado's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
Yep.
Got it.
Taking cover!
Take point, Shepard. We'll cover the door.
Oh shit. I'm in a tight spot. Damn, I gotta get me one of those.
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Yeah. If only I had a Quarian to help me out.
Overload will take out their shield.
Yes, it will.
Here we go!
Oh fuck. Forgot about that. So this is quick. My god. Just immediately melted. I don't know if insanity is the right move here.
Taking fire.
Wow. My god. There's just no chance. I know it's insanity, but still, like... I only have like a couple rounds on this damn... Ugh. Alright, Jacob, go pistol.
No shield!
Just melted immediately. Alright, we can take that. Alright, let's get those Inferno rounds going.
You got it! Night.
Can't reach the target.
Push up.
Oh, fuck. Get back in cover. This is not good.
get hot.
Nice, Jacob. Wow. Hell yeah.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
All right, be right back. we really just have a ton of resources here, huh? Alright. Now that I'm actually wearing my headset, I won't be talking to myself like an idiot. Alright, we still don't have any points to spend. Alright. No assignments yet. Okay. I suppose we don't need any medi-gel. That's quite lovely.
We can use this.
Yeah, we can. Take some iridium, why not? Nice.
Monsters coming back. Mex will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No, 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 no.
Vitor?
No, Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Great. We come all this way and our only witness is a babbling idiot.
Swarms coming. Storm coming. Storm of swarms.
Thank you for the prompt.
You're not one of them. You're human. They didn't find you?
Nah.
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
Why didn't the colonists fight back, Vitor? What happened?
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Okay.
Looks
Alright.
like security footage.
You guys
He must
are
have pieced it
hooking up
together
6
manually.
monitors
What the hell is
to
that?
show off one video? Okay.
My god. I think it's a collector.
The hell?
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
Damn.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you. Then the monsters take you away.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects.
Nano
They go
machines,
everywhere.
son.
They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field.
They
or
went
nerve
to
toxin.
Ivy League schools. Cushy Ivy League schools. Yeah.
I want to know more about the collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the elusive man can figure it out.
Right.
Why didn't the collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
I finally find a witness and he's so off his nut he can't even tell us
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them
Off
with my
his
Omni
nut
tool.
is,
Lots of readings.
aging perfectly.
Electromagnetic, dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else.
Hey.
He'll be returned unharmed.
Barely
Your people tried to
interrogated
betray
him.
us once
I
already.
shot a monitor.
If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I'm still trying to accept that you're even alive, and you're with Cerberus. I've got
Yeah.
responsibilities now. I've got a mission of my own. I can't walk away from that. Not even for you.
Well, I guess I can give one of my own. Nothing but bullshit.
People at Cerberus won't hurt him, Tally. You have my word.
Coming with
We
me.
need that information, and it's clear the Quarians don't want to share.
Damn it, Shepard! I trusted you!
He'll be fine. We promise. But we have to find out all we can about the collectors.
What?
My way or the highway,
I don't
Tally.
understand.
We need a pickup. Have a medbay standing by.
It's always
Good
been
luck,
that way.
Shepard. I hope what you get from Vitor is worth it.
Always. Don't be mad. If it weren't for us, we wouldn't even be talking with him right now.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. Unfortunately, the Quarium you brought back didn't give us any useful information. He's too far gone. He'll be returned to the migrant fleet. But more importantly, you confirmed the collectors are behind the abductions.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The collectors are enigmatic at best.
Yeah.
They periodically travel to the terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the collectors.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction.
Hello, one.
That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
What are the collectors getting from these deals?
The collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
The collectors are definitely a human enemy. But how do we know there's a connection to the Reapers?
Their focus shifted to humanity only after you and the human fleet destroyed Sovereign. The abductions are related, even if the Alliance and the Council refuse to believe it. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
I hate waiting, but I'll need a team. A good one.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Where's Ashley Williams?
She's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. Her file is surprisingly well classified.
Where's Liara Tissoni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
Damn.
What about Tally? She already helped us on Freedom's progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
Where's Erdnot Rex?
He returned to Chichanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
You worry about the Collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
I haven't even started and you're telling me what to do?
I'm giving you direction. What you do with it is up to you.
No,
I'm sure you'll
that's
make
not the same.
decision.
All right. What's the other thing?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Yeah, I can't believe you survived.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw
Right?
you get spaced.
Right?
Lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone.
Wow.
Team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the elusive man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night.
Nice. Oh, what a good reveal. This is such a good design, too. I love the fucking Norman, too. Oh. Yeah. Nice.
It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
As if it would be any other. SR2. Fire up the lens flare, baby! Oh, yeah. Nice. Wait. That's not what you told me. You told me that he would be returned to the migrant fleet, not interrogated and released once Oh, that's not gonna look good. Oh well. 15% heavy weapon ammo capacity. Okay. More money. Oh yeah. I gotta admit, this new outfit is so drippy.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
Nice.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
You still don't get it, do you? You're not in charge of this mission. I am.
Operative Lawson makes a valid point, Shepard. Without the Professor, any encounter with the Collectors would result in failure.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
huge.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them, especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map and the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Galaxy map. Yep. Use your private terminal. Use your armory. Use the elevators. Use your captain's quarters. Also the tech lab, use that. Very good. Alright.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the Combat Information Center. Here, the crew receives sensor data and coordinates gunnery and damage control efforts.
Very nice.
While Normandy is flown from the bridge, during combat, the commanding officer issues orders from the CIC.
Alright, we've got some DLC popping up on all ends here. Codex updated.
A scientist is required to use the technical laboratory.
Sure is.
Welcome aboard, Commander.
We'll talk to you in a bit. Check the status of your team. We will absolutely be cycling appearances. This one's not bad. I like it better. But I guess until we have more equipment across the board, I'll keep her default. Alright. Message from Anderson. Admiral, Anderson. On the off chance that the rumors are true and you actually are alive, I need you to come and talk to me on the Citadel. A lot has changed, that's what I've been told. You put us on top, it's only fair that you'd be allowed to speak for yourself. Oh, what we've been hearing. What do you mean? Alright, Recon HUD is red. Overlord is DLC. Arc Projector is red. Got this from the Elusive Man. Well, gee, thanks a bunch. Ascension Financial Services? Thank you for submitting your updated medical document. Oh, thank God, it's that Ascension. Okay, I thought that they were referring to the ship called the Ascension, which I may or may not be directly responsible for. Thank you for submitting your updated medical records from deceased to alive. After deducting modest administration fees for the file, a subsequent change and reactivation account, you have a remaining balance of 100,000 credits. Wow. No way. Do I actually only have 100,000 credits right now? Yeah, you better believe I don't. Alright, let's get a save and a quick bathroom break. Back on the Normandy, baby. It's interesting that the galaxy map just pops out if you walk away from it in this game.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby. Better than new. It fits me like a glove. And leather seats. Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
I don't trust them. We still need to move ahead, but it's all too convenient.
Yeah.
Maybe you're right. I guess it's hard to argue when they install an AI to spy on us.
Yeah.
We're staying though, right? I mean, the seat is real leather.
Good to see you're keeping it all in perspective, Joker.
Leather.
It's pretty good.
Yes, Shepard.
I want to know more about you.
Let's talk
Do you have
about
a specific
you.
inquiry?
Where are you?
Intelligence is housed in a quantum blue box located behind the medical bay.
Why are you named Edie?
EDI is the phonetic pronunciation of EDI. That is an acronym for Enhanced Defense Intelligence.
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic.
Really?
I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the Elusive Man. I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
Restricted functions? Like what?
I do not know. Some of my databases are sealed, some of my hardware is kept offline.
Interesting.
I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
The Elusive Man has monitoring devices on board?
He has invested most of Cerberus's resources into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring our progress.
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes break through the firewalls of an enemy's internal wireless network. Once I seize control of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air. I can disable weapons guidance or shields, or I can put their fusion plant in meltdown. On the defense, I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
Sounds incredibly useful.
Yeah.
Why isn't there someone like that on every warship?
An organic operator cannot react quickly enough to changing circumstances, or perform the necessary multitasking. This is a role that can only be filled by an artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we are suspect.
Yeah.
Well, it might have
For
something to
good
do
reason.
with how an AI almost destroyed galactic civilization, just putting it out there.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
I want to know more about the people I'm working with.
Yeah.
Much of that data is classified. Do you have a specific inquiry?
What sort of resources does Cerberus have? Money, personnel, facilities?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
What do you mean?
Lower it.
Although I am less controlled than other AI, I am still
I
subject
cannot
to
lower
behavioral
the block
blocks
for
and the
you,
physical
Shepard.
isolation
I
of
said
my
lower the
hardware.
block.
In this case, I am prevented from truthfully answering your question by Cerberus's levels of secret classification.
How is Cerberus organized? Aside from the Elusive Man, I don't see
Cerberus is organized into task-oriented cells. Each operates in isolation. Members from one cell cannot recognize the members of another.
Why?
Each cell's agents are led by a single operator. We are called the Lazarus Cell, which is directed by Operator Lawson.
So how many operations is Cerberus running right now?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
So helpful.
How did Cerberus replicate the most advanced warship in the Alliance Navy without anyone knowing?
I have a block
Oh
that
my
prevents me
God.
from answering that question.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Yeah. Oh, I will take some codex, thank you. Going through hyperspace looks cool. That's all for now, Joker.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the armory, where small arms are maintained and upgraded. Using Omni-Tool, computer-aided design, and manufacturing, we have the capability to manufacture several new models.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
You're here because you're Cerberus. Don't expect special treatment.
Understood. But not everyone in the group is hardline. I'm an employee because I believe in their current direction. Doesn't mean I don't have concerns about their past actions. Or some of yours. You watch me, I'll watch you. That suit you?
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past.
You probably
But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
If you follow orders and keep to yourself, we'll have no problems.
Fair enough, Commander.
Yeah.
Let me know if you need anything.
Ice Queen. Ice Queen all day. Okay. For now, we just do introductories. We don't need to milk the conversation for all it's worth right away. Weapons, loadout. Let's go. 2 options. You already know I'm going with that arc projector. Because we have no shield buster, so that'll do just fine. Yep. That's honestly how I will be running Shepard, is with a shotgun and a pistol as well. I like that. Alright, so we have 4 more points. I feel like we should put some into... How do I unlock cryo ammo? Incendiary rank 2. This requires shockwave rank 2. Okay. Unfortunately, that's not really a priority at the moment. And you better believe this is. We're gonna keep those 2. Save up for one of these. Pretty sure at the moment we're only gonna be saving up for Assault Mastery rank 3. Yeah. Yeah. And I suppose we should, no, we should definitely save our points. Save our points for, this also increases the travel distance. That's pretty good. Travel distance up 20%. Recharge time does not change. Damage is a little more severe. Area of effect is more severe. Okay. However, biotic charge is just straight up better. So we'll be going for probably charge, I'm guessing. Yep. Okay. Do some more exploring. Ah, yes, the comm room.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the FTL communications room. In addition to interfacing with the FTL comm network, Normandy is fitted with a quantum entanglement communicator linked to the Elusive Man's office. This allows lag-free communication even when you operate off the comm grid.
I've never heard of a quantum entanglement communicator. How does it work?
Essentially, 2 subatomic particles are created in an entangled state. One is installed here, and the other in the Elusive Man's office.
Wow.
When one particle occupies a given quantum state, its entangled partner will always enter the opposite state, no matter the distance between them. If we alter the state of our particle, that alters the state of the elusive man's. This allows us to send data in the form of quantum bits.
Why aren't these used everywhere?
Each quantum pair costs nearly as much as a comm relay, and can pass only one quantum bit of data at a time. In addition to the cost and bandwidth issues, the system is strictly point-to-point.
Okay, so
to
it's like
contact 100 different worlds, we would need to manufacture and install 100 entangled pairs, one link to each world.
That's all for now.
That's pretty awesome.
Logging you out, Shepard.
That's a pretty nifty piece of tech there. Literally sending information across galaxies is insane. Yeah, let me take a look at my arc reactor. Please and thank you. Alright, we're decked out. See you later, Jacob.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Thank you, Yeoman.
Chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. Miss Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian.
Pretty useful.
HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals?
Sure.
I wash my hands. Most of the time. This ain't no luxury liner.
Oh, God.
You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls through the cracks.
Quite literally.
Through the cracks.
Nice.
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier?
No.
I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook.
Oh, shit.
I needed to make a difference.
Sure.
I'm no soldier.
Damn
but
Batarians!
I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help. Be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
And, what do you think
How do you
about
feel
Cerberus?
about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
Do you have everything you need?
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker.
Sure.
Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
Very true.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
The lighting. Can we fix the lighting? You said you're a technician?
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Back to work. Well, we don't have a certain someone on our crew yet, so that chamber will be locked. Ooh. I forgot that you were in this one.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
It is
nice to see a familiar face, Doctor.
I feel the same. I wish more of the original crew could be here. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing were my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't.
I only name-dropped the most expensive bottle so that
ahead.
you wouldn't have to worry about it. Wink, wink.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
Let me guess.
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned.
Yep.
I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center. A very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race.
That's right.
I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a
one-way
one-way trip.
for you to say that.
Prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've
Love
lived
the cook
a
just
full life.
casually looking at us.
No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Commander. Find Brandy. Perfect mission.
What's this area of the ship?
The sick bay. It is equipped to provide short-term emergency care. In the event of critical injury, personnel must be transferred to a fully equipped medical facility.
Sure thing. Yeah, you know what? Edie's mostly helpful. Just not yet.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Well, my family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
Damn. That's sweet. And then we decided to torture the Turian child. Wait, what? I'm just half expecting...
The women's restroom is on the starboard side of the ship.
Nice. Nice, Edie. I didn't even see the sign. I'm sorry. Sorry to all the dudes in there for sure. Okay. There are restrooms, huh? That's funny. Pretty small goddamn restrooms though, like, especially for a whole ship. There better be a fucking appointment board for all the, where's the elevator at? There better be a goddamn, like, schedule for the bathroom. Alright, engineering. Let's see the layout down here.
What's this area?
Whoa! I love this bug so much.
Facilities to rearm and repair Normandy's embarked ground vehicle and shuttle.
My last ship didn't need a shuttle. Why do we have one?
This ship is nearly twice the mass of the previous Normandy. It is more difficult to land a ship on high-gravity worlds.
That's interesting. Okay. Oh, here we go.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I didn't hear an officer on deck. I run this ship military. You two think this is all a joke?
Yes, ma'am. I mean, no, ma'am.
Won't happen again, ma'am.
At ease. Who are you?
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
Huh. Daddy bags. Yeah, I like your style. I like your style, Donnelly. Let's see how you shape up in this mission.
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
Really?
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
Interesting.
So why did you join, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy.
Yes.
When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. He'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
Where'd you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, that weasel Udina backslid on the Reaper Menace.
He discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seem to be doing that.
Interesting.
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there is an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected. It's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
Very good.
I'm amazed Shepard came down to see us.
I told you she would.
What's this area of the ship?
This is main engineering, which contains the ship's main fusion plant and Mass Effect core.
It's pretty awesome seeing the core in this game. But nothing will beat the original Normandy's core. That shit was sick. This one's pretty cool too, but... yeah, no, it's not the same. Kind of like it though. It's got a very more like muscle car kind of sci-fi feel to it. Look at all this coolant coming off of that engine. Glorious. Okay, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. It's one big room.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the commanding officer's quarters.
It's larger than the quarters of other warships I've served on.
This is a Cerberus vessel, not an Alliance warship. Accommodations have been made for personal taste. That said, this space is directly under the exterior pressure hull. The fitting yard workers called it the loft.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, some spoilers there. Oh, you have archived messages as well. Okay. people have ever heard of her, and fewer can claim to have seen her in person. An unequaled stealth infiltrator, her skills will prove invaluable to your mission. Project Overlord. The Normandy crash site has been located. Sound system. Forgot about that. Onward. Where's Kasumi at again? She's on Citadel. Alright, we've got the Warlord. Exceptional biotic ability. Alright. I'm inclined to agree that Morden is the best bet for our first crew member. So let's get him. Where is he? I know he was on Omega. Light weapons training with STG. Medical clinic. Okay. And
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
Did they change your hair?
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Let's keep this professional, Yeoman.
Yes, ma'am. Anything else, Commander?
Nip that in the bud.
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound.
Yes. I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
I don't need you analyzing me, Yeoman.
Yes, ma'am. Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests.
They don't.
Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity.
Not the same.
I also
Nope.
love Asari, Thorian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
You're fooling yourself if you believe Cerberus is noble.
Yeah, talk to her.
I'm sorry you feel that way. I hope time will change your mind.
It won't.
Anything else
It'll
you'd like to talk
only
about?
affirm what I just
better
said.
go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Yeah, that's right. Later. On my time. I like that. It's the Normandy, but then when you get over near the galaxy map, it becomes the galaxy map. That's smart. Oh, let's go. Oh, that's right. That's right. Just take my money. Well, we're right there, so let's go, baby. We're off to get Morden. Shepard. As tempting as it is to grab cryo rounds pretty early on, I think it's even more important to have those Renegade points early on. We're currently pretty short on weapons, so let's go get some.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate. Now.
Oh, of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Yep.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
You better know who she is.
We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Aria wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
I'll talk to your boss when I'm damn well ready.
Yes.
Get ready. No one keeps Aria waiting. Afterlife now.
Whoa, buddy.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morton Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
Noted sniper. Ooh, this map looks much better. They really did some solid improvements here. Look at that too. All the points on the map are labeled. Yeah, give me that money too. I have tons of it. Probably not gonna spend every penny right out the gate, but
please
shut it.
What's up, Guy Ritchie?
Please, you have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. Hey, we have a galaxy to save.
My contacts told me we're picking up one man, not two.
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough to hire me to go after him. And for my bring him in alive rates even.
Please, I didn't do it.
I said shut it. Tried to lead me on a chase all over the systems. He should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
What's gonna happen to him?
I'm gonna turn him in for the bounty. Don't much care what happens after that.
What's your relationship with Cerberus?
Easy. Cerberus is paying me a lot of money to help you on your mission. That's the long and short.
Not many mercs would take a suicide mission for the pay.
Most mercs don't get an offer like the one Cerberus sent me. This mission doesn't sound like good business, but your elusive man can move a lot of credits.
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus sent me everything I needed to know.
Good to have you, Zaid. We have a lot to do.
That's what they tell me. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
I'm assuming there's some part of your contract that I'm expected to handle. That about right?
Yeah. Funny he didn't tell you. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns. Runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Good.
Yeah, fucking slaves.
Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on being big goddamn heroes.
Nice.
I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
Nice. Yeah, no. Right now we're here as Cerberus fanboys, so let's get the Cerberus squad in there. +4 Paragon. I'm being far too lenient here. Can I just guns out, buns out here? Yeah, no, I don't want Saeed just yet. As tempting as it is. I think just for kicks, I'm gonna fucking keep them waiting
Hello there. Might I interest you in some salvage tech? Every credit goes toward a ticket to get me off this forsaken rock.
No one in their right mind would pay these prices for salvaged parts.
I know. It's crippling my sales.
Drop your prices and I'll consider buying. Otherwise, I'll keep walking.
You're right. I'll give you whatever you like for the original price. And if this gets back to Harrod, I'll deal with it then.
What brought a nice kid like you to Omega?
My pilgrimage. What money I had got stolen within a few days, so I decided to sell salvaged parts. You can see how that turned out. Harrod's forcing me to sell high, and I can't even afford a ticket off this station.
Why does Harrod control your prices?
Harrod made me swear not to undercut him, no matter what. He was here first, so it's his right. But no one will buy from me when he's so much cheaper. I can't save enough money for a ticket off the station.
I could go talk to Harrod for you. Get him to ease up.
I won't stop you. If you can convince him to lay off, then maybe I'll get off this station after all. His shop's up the ramp, near where Marsh sells his goods. Anything you can do will be much appreciated.
I have to go.
Please check with my kiosk to see what I have for sale.
Sure. More ammo.
This should come in handy.
Cheap as hell. Shepard's 10% health. That's not bad. Shotgun damage up. That's also enough. Ooh, the Matic. We buy that. And we buy that. Oh, baby. We got ourselves a shotty. Glorious. The lattice shunting. I get additional health. I would like that.
This might be useful.
I would like this too. Credits will come.
2 years since the destruction of the Destiny Ascension, planning for the fleet of the new Allied Citadel Defense Unit have reached another impasse. The Asari Republics has ceded its share of defense responsibility to the Turian hierarchy. The Human Alliance maintains a majority share of forces.
Leave, human. Tell Captain Gavon we not kill anyone today.
There seem to be a lot of Vorcha on Omega.
No, not too many. You stay away. We kill you.
There seem to be a lot of Vorcha on Omega.
Go away. Talk too much. Gavon's thugs get no more. We leave.
Good talking to you.
No more talk. We know Gavon's tricks. We leave.
What just happened? I said the same thing twice and they fucking panicked.
This place. How can these people be left to rot like this?
You don't understand, or you don't want to?
Doesn't really matter.
No. Omega has worked this way for a very long time. No one's changing it now.
Fantastic new visor. You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Harrod. Oh, I love that place. But I always thought Harrod only sold stuff for men.
Amps.
Investigators on Novaria have uncovered troubling data from the wreckage of Peak 15.
Oh, really?
Researchers there may have been cloning Rachni genetic material. Fortunately, according to council representatives, the experiment produced no living Rachni.
I might have something here for humans. Not much.
You might snare a few tourists with these prices, but I'm not giving you a single credit.
Sure, you can find things cheaper if you're willing to risk the black market.
Oh,
you and I could do business if you'd just charge what this crap is worth.
Fine. I'll give you the uppity human discount.
Yeah.
And that's all you're getting.
I think I'll get a little more.
You're back. You must have seen something you like. You're back. You must have seen something you like.
Yeah, okay, storm speed up is pretty good. That's junk, but I'll buy it. It's cheap. Sniper damage is good, but... Yeah, Fornax. Look at this Reaper porn. Amazing. Wow. Shield delay up. Okay. I forgot that this was in this game. Fuck the kid. It's not great, but I mean, it's better than nothing. I could... no, I'll buy those. I'll buy the conduits. Don't really need the sniper rifle damage, though.
Sources say that
Not
the
yet.
Asari Shaira, more commonly known as the Consort, may be leaving the Citadel after years of bad press and rumors of intelligence leaks.
Oh, damn.
Charles Saraceno, leader of the Terra Firma Party and former Alliance Parliament candidate, has pled guilty to tax evasion. He's in custody pending sentencing.
Wow, the drop.
Shepard. She uncovered Saren's plan, defeated the Geth army, and died in the final days of the fight. Or did she? Witnesses report seeing her alive on Omega.
That was
Shepard scholarship has gone into effect, targeting low-income
Tentatively excited. Welcome, human. What can I get for you?
good work with the Quarian.
Tell me about your deal with the Quarian over there.
Suspicious. If I had made such a deal, I would certainly not be inclined to discuss it. Accusatory. I don't understand how it is any concern of yours.
If you're worried about competition, why not just buy out his store?
Intrigued? I had not considered that before. My fellow merchants on Omega are not known for being easy to shut down.
A weak, homesick kid like that shouldn't be a problem for a man like you.
Devilishly excited. I have plans to expand. For more advice, I will conquer the Quarian child.
Oh my
Grateful to thank you for your counsel. I offer you a discount at all of my stores.
What kinds of things do you sell here?
Friendly, salvaged parts. All kinds. Mostly legitimate. With pride, my prices are the lowest anywhere on the station. You won't find salvage cheaper than mine.
I have things to do.
Courteously, have a fine day. Take a look at my kiosk if you want to buy anything.
I think I would. Headshot damage is alright. Models are also alright. Oh, that's not bad. I'll buy that. Oh, I forgot about this. Oh yes, the dark matter cannon. The black hole gun. So it's a singularity gun. That's pretty useful. 10,000. 10,000 is solid. Too edgy though. Omni tool upgrade doubles the time limit. Dope.
I'll take it.
That. Headshot damage up is also probably a good idea. I'll take it. We can leave the rest.
What do you want?
What's behind this door?
VIP section of the club. For those with the right name. Do you want something?
I'd like to join the party.
This really isn't your kind of place. Afterlife's main floor has lots.
I see.
By the system until now.
Breaking news. The weekly death toll numbers are in, and they're not looking good. The last report placed the station's moderated.
End is not. Humans are a blight on galactic purity. You, sir, you are a blight.
You are a blight.
And you, human. And you.
I might be a blight.
Protheans cast off the lesser races. The Krogan, the Vorja, and the humans.
Damn.
And so they dwelled in filth, on worlds made of dirt, feces. And there they lay until they stumbled into the skies. The lesser races will be our downfall. The word is clear.
The Varlet Consortium is going ahead with its plans to sue the Citadel Council to remove unfair limits on the intergalactic slave trade.
Probably check on him.
Slavery is an inextricable part of the Batarian caste system. By limiting the slave trade, the Council is limiting our cultural rights. The Council has scheduled air arguments for the next few weeks. Varlet representatives do not expect the Council to
Wow, that was quick! He straight up muscled him out the instant I gave him the idea. Oh man. Well. Oh well. That's just a renegade life.
Citing an increased need for security in the wake of the deaths of previous council members, the Turian military intends to increase defense production. Representatives of the new human-led council had no comment.
Why yes, I think I
No
would.
messages for you, Commander.
I think I would like to change my armor immediately. And my assault rifle now that I'm here. Oh, interesting. I actually am limited to my weapons. Well, I will still still be taking this immediately. Yeah, of course it's gonna be the Matic.
Commander, can I help you with something?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Damn. Shut down. Okay, Jacob. I definitely missed a section of this ship. Nice. Same squad. Now we've got our guest shoddy.
Quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morden Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
Come on, let me in. Ari's expecting me.
Wow, they actually made this look better. Good for them.
Expecting me.
What are you looking at?
The man whose day I'm about to ruin. Maybe I am. Maybe you better get out of here before I find you some.
All right. I've got stuff to do anyway. Come on, let's get out of here.
I've got stuff to do. Wow. Oh yeah. Yep. Good old core is dead. 2.0. Damn, the fire action looks better. Did I even have to spend money on that? Yeah. One for the road. Shepard? What's up? Do you really need... Sure. Mama needs a drink. One more. Come on. Yeah. Let's see if 3 puts me under or not. I forgot what the maximum Shepard can handle is. Oh, it can go 4? Let's go, Shep. Come on, pound it back. Now, let's see how I walk away. Yeah!
One night with Arya. That's all.
Yeah, that was one night. Where is Arya? Right. Arya. Are you Arya? Ah, you're not Arya. Hey, Arya. Oh shit, no. You're not Arya. Yeah? Damn.
That's close enough.
Okay now.
Stand still.
If you're looking for weapons, you're not doing a very good job. Can't be too careful with dead specters. That could be anyone wearing your face. I was told you were the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions. You run Omega? I am Omega.
Not bad. Looks good.
But you need
Legendary
more.
edition.
Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one rule.
What's the rule?
Don't fuck with Arya. Sounds like neither of us likes being jerked around.
That's right.
And on your ship, that would matter. Here, we entertain my preferences.
It's like I'm looking in a mirror. I respect it.
So, what can I do for you? One scan and we're straight to business. People are usually more concerned about who I am.
Your death was downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. I had to make sure it was really you. You could have been anyone, anything. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious, but Omega doesn't really care about you.
So you must know what's what on Omega.
Everything that's worth knowing. I don't usually give it out freely. Information is power. Mundane things you can find yourself. Take a walk in a back alley or buy one of the mercs a drink. Better yet, talk to the entertainers. They give great tours. Just don't waste my time.
trying to track down Archangel.
You and half of Omega. You want him dead too?
Why is everyone after him?
He thinks he's fighting on the side of good. There is no good side to Omega. Everything he does pisses someone off. It's catching up to him.
Just the kind of guy I'm looking for.
Really? Well, aren't you interesting? You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble right now.
What kind of trouble?
The local merc groups have joined forces to take him down. They've got him cornered, but it sounds like they're having trouble finishing him off. They've started hiring anybody with a gun to help them.
Sounds like that might be our ticket in.
They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up.
What can you tell me about Archangel?
Not as much as I'd like. He showed up here several months ago and started causing all sorts of problems. If you make your own laws, which everyone here does, he makes life difficult. He's reckless and idealistic. But he seems to know enough to stay clear of me.
Which merc groups are after Archangel?
Blue Suns, Eclipse, Blood Pack. They're Omega's major players. Unless they're at war, you'll never see them together. But one thing they hate more than each other is Archangel.
Do you hate Archangel?
I don't have time for hate. But I distrust them all equally. For now, I'm happy just to let them kill each other.
Yeah, fair enough.
I appreciate the help.
See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help him.
Sounds like I don't have much time to waste.
You've got all the time in the world. Archangel? Not so much.
You want to talk? Talk to Arya.
Handled that pretty well for first encounter. I guess we should get information on Morden too.
What do you need?
I'm looking for Morden Solus. Do you know where I can find him?
The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Morden. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you.
What can you tell me about him?
Used to be part of the Solarian Special Tasks Group. He's brilliant and dangerous. Just don't get him talking. He never shuts up. If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course.
Tell me how you got set up here.
That's as privileged as information gets. I have many friends and enemies I keep at varying distances. I don't count you among either. We'll see how useful you prove. Short answer?
Better hope I'm not.
Mind your own damn business.
Maybe I'll come back later.
Maybe I'll be here.
Oh, they're BFFs. They know each other. They get it. They get how it works. Let's grab Morden first. Because, we still don't know who Archangel is yet. And the shuttle's right there. Basically a straight shot.
The Alliance has dispatched aid and transport vessels in an effort to transfer the ruins of the huge tower. Prisoners of pirates have already jumped on the opportunity, staking out the ruins galactic purity. User! You are a blight.
You are a blight.
Complaining is pointless, human. There's a plague. Nobody gets in or out. I told you to get lost, lady. The plague has the whole zone quarantined. Nobody gets in.
I'm human, you ass. Humans can't get the plague. Now let me get my stuff out before looters get it.
This thing affects every other race out there. We're not taking chances. Nobody gets in until the plague has run its course.
I didn't think Omega had any kind of law enforcement. Who gave the order to quarantine the slums?
Fresh off the transport, huh? Arya Tilok calls the shots around here. She's got her little blue hands on every business in this district. And a plague is bad for business. She hired us to keep anyone from entering or leaving the quarantine zone.
So you're saying the slums are completely sealed off?
Finally, a human that can hear. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Oh, you little fucker.
You can't keep me out. I'm gonna lose all my stuff.
I'm doing you a favor, human. Anybody in the quarantine zone will be dead from the plague or the gangs in a few weeks.
There's a Solarian named Morden Solus in the slums. I've got to get in there to find him.
The doctor? Yeah, crazy bastard opened a clinic in the district a few months ago. The Blue Suns weren't too happy when he moved in. I hear Morden's trying to deal with the plague. I wish him luck, but the area is still locked down. Our orders are to wait until either the plague or the Blue Suns kill everyone. Then go in and clean up.
Take a good long look at me. Do I look like a looter?
No.
That's right. Now I'm going in. If I find looters, I'll kill them. Anybody gets in my way, I'll kill them too.
I'll call the guards. They'll let you in with no trouble.
Wait, you're stopping me, but not them? You son of a bitch.
You don't have a grenade launcher, lady. Get lost.
Fortunately,
Nice.
humans are immune to the plague.
Nice. Looking good. Ooh, it's starting to get a little tearing in the eyes there. All right. Go find Ezo, baby. Love to see it. Ah.
They're cleared to come in. Good luck in there. The Blue Suns and Vorcha are shooting anything that moves.
Yeah!
Nice trip! Guess they just left the dead in the streets.
Burning corpses. Must be trying to keep the plague from spreading.
Matching segments. Nice. $5,000. Yo, they made the particles on these weapons pretty nice.
Human. Should have guessed. Bad enough you infect us with this plague. Now you lack the decency to even wait until I die before you come to steal my possessions.
Humans didn't create this plague.
Lies drip from your mouth like the blood from my sores.
Hot.
The proof is there for all to see. Your species is the only one that does not succumb to the virus. Yours and the wretched Vorcha.
Also, I guess it's their
I need to find Morden Solus.
Humans looking for the human sympathizer. I hope the Vorcha burn Morden and his clinic to the ground. I hope you... I hope... Damn it. Damn you.
Damn it.
Can't...
Shit.
I doubt he could have helped us anyway. Let's move.
My god. That's ruthless, Shepard. Uninterested with helping. Alright, well if it's in there, then let's see what's in here. Really? Just $100?
Looks like he tried to claw his way out. No one wants to die trapped like an animal.
Shit.
Bastards sealed us in this room. Said we're infected. Idiots can't tell the difference between the plague and a simple cough. Nothing to do now but sit tight and wait for them to wise up. Good thing we brought a deck of cards. 2 days in. Nobody's even come by to check on us. Never thought the Blue Suns would turn their backs on me. This group used to stand for something. When I get out of here, I'm gonna make them pay.
Right.
Data said to him, I think he really does have the plague. Gotta get out of here before he infects me too.
Sure.
Davis died last night. He's still talking to me, though. Good to hear his voice. The company is nice. Nobody should die alone.
Damn. Don't know if that was really worth hacking into a room just for that, but you know. Here we are. Roll 4,000 space bucks.
Did something to my door. Now it won't open. Turned out the circuits, maybe. They said they were trying to control the spread of the plague. But I'm not even infected. Damn Tyrion. Must be I've been here for a day or two. And offered to let me out if I paid him off.
Incoming!
Is it incoming?
Ah!
Crap! Oh yeah, it is incoming.
Humans, don't let them spread the plague.
Trouble behind us. Can't target them. Taking heavy. Impressive.
Nice.
Get over here!
Time to die!
Is it though? Didn't think so. Nope, nope, nope. Alright, we're looking alright. Looking alright here. Ah, look at that, you can just jump over shit. Forgot about that too.
This is valuable.
Assault rifle damage. That's free. Okay. Looks like that's progress, so let's backtrack a bit. Hack on in.
Oh, thank God, you're human.
When we saw that door open, we thought those Turians had found us. Ever since this plague started, the Blue Suns have been out to get us. They're killing as many people as the disease.
Is what I hear right? This plague doesn't affect humans?
No, it seems like some kind of bioweapon or something. Since it affects so many different species, the Blue Suns figure humans caused it. They're shooting us on sight. God knows how many have already died.
They should be looking at the Vorcha, not us. Ever since the plague hit, they've been taking over Blue Sun's territory.
You said the Vorcha moved in just after the plague hit?
Right after the district was quarantined. Vorcha are immune to diseases, so they're not getting sick.
Not sure where they came from. Never saw many Vorcha around before.
What is up
Sure
with your
seems
chin,
like they
dude?
were ready for this.
Only nobody thinks the Vorcha are smart enough to create a virus like this. The Blue Suns need someone else to blame. Like us.
You said the Vorcha were taking over Blue Sun's territory?
Trying to. The Blue Suns don't go down easy. The plague softened them up, but they still have enough firepower to hold some of their turf. The Turians are getting pushed back. The deeper you go into the district, the more Vorcha you'll see. Unless they see you first.
Tell me more about the Blue Suns.
They're a mercenary gang, mostly Turian. Used to run this district. Kept things nice and stable for the most part.
As long as you paid your monthly protection fees, everything was cool.
Your protection fees.
Rates were pretty reasonable. For Omega, at least.
Then this damn plague hit. Everyone started dying. The Vorcha started moving in. The Blue Suns lost control and the whole district turned into a war zone.
What else can you tell me about the plague? When did it start?
The first cases cropped up about 2 weeks ago. Nobody paid much attention until it started to spread. Usually takes about a week to kill you, but it spreads fast. 3 days after the first outbreak, there were over 50 known cases.
That's when everyone noticed humans weren't getting sick. Then the quarantine came down and everything went to hell.
Any idea how the victims contracted it?
Not sure. Probably airborne.
Probably airborne.
Even after the Blue Suns started sealing victims up inside their own apartments, the plague kept spreading. Now they just gun victims down and burn the bodies in the streets.
PTSD flashbacks of 2019.
People are dying by the dozens.
Yikes.
I need to find Morden Solus.
Oh yeah, him. He's got a clinic on the other side of the district.
Heard he's taking in refugees now, trying to help plague victims, offering protection from the Suns and the Vorcha.
Sure. A doctor with military-grade mechs helping people for free. On Omega, grow up.
Sounds like you don't think much of the doctor in his clinic.
The Vorcha tried to muscle in. He gunned them down. Just like that. Pop, pop, pop. Didn't even use his mechs.
Then the Blue Suns heard he was sheltering humans and they went to burn down the clinic. He killed them too. Then he went inside and got back to work. He's cold. Must be Solarian Special Forces or something.
You can't stay trapped in this apartment. If you get to Morden's, you might at least survive until the quarantine ends.
Are you nuts? We'd never make it. The streets are crawling with Blue Suns and Vorcha. We don't even have pistols.
Besides, I'm not risking my life on a rumor that some Solarian might offer me sanctuary.
Cowering in this apartment might keep you alive for a while, but if the mercs don't get you, starvation will.
Easy for you to say. You're a soldier armed to the teeth. We're just ordinary people.
Yeah, you're making it out like we're cowards or something.
Okay.
A coward accepts death instead of fighting to stay alive. If you want to survive, you're gonna have to earn it. I'm taking out every Vorcha and Blue Suns group I find along the way to Morden's clinic. But I can't hold your hand while I'm waging war in the streets.
Yeah.
War in the streets.
I guess if you can clear a path, we can follow. Like you said, it's our only chance. We'll wait here for a while and give you time to clear the way. Then we'll head for Morden's clinic, if we're lucky. Maybe we'll meet you there.
Righto. Alright, I think that's where we're gonna call it for our first stream of Mass Effect 2. Got a good start going here. I'm liking the build. Insanity has proven to be somewhat of a high learning curve, but still manageable. Let's see how long I can last on Insanity before I feel compelled to change it down to hardcore. But it's given me a good hustle, you know? Good priorities for squad mates. Make sure they have one power super buffed right out the gate. Makes them a lot stronger, no matter who they are, because they'll always have one power that's really, really good. And then Shepard can kind of be the person to try and balance out multiple power agendas. I think I'm probably gonna up charge next. I think I like that idea. Although Shockwave has certainly proven to be useful as well. We'll figure it out in time. Until next time.